Hi, buddy. You want to back off a little? Give me a second while I pull this up on here. Take me to... yes. Lovely. Alright, cool. So, I am here. I am back. It took me another week, but I have returned. So, today's stream is kind of going to be interesting because what I'm doing is... I know I mentioned this the last time I streamed. Yeah, let's get on the way. So, we're trying to get everybody here to level 60 for the Hammerlock gym. And I thought, what would be an easier way to do that than to do raids, grind experience candies, and carry on. So that's what I'm doing right now, actually, is I'm going to be going around doing these raids, and then if we get everyone to level 60, we'll be going to the gym. I don't want to do a 4-star Senna Scorch with this team. I'll look for someone else first. But not only is this stream me doing raids, this stream is also a Q&A session. So, I have a couple Q&A questions in a document that I saved ahead of time. This is just a swoobat, which is, psychic flying, right? That's what we're up against, yeah. No, I don't want to invite others because I'm not online. I'm in local. Okay, so I think swoobat... Lisa is a pretty decent choice with Blizzard and whatnot. But I think the best option really is to go with Asia because of the physical attack. Whereas swoobat would be able to take special attacks better. So yeah, we're gonna go with Gigalith. But anyways, I have a couple questions pre-saved in a Google Doc. I'm going to start answering those probably, let's say about like 5 minutes into the stream. That way there's time for humans to arrive. But yeah, it's just I hadn't had a chance to really catch people up on my life for a while, and it didn't make me, or I didn't really realize that until Matthew Robinson. Because Matthew as a fan, been here extensively throughout like the past year or so, and he just hasn't had a chance to watch for a while, and he mentioned that he was curious about a few things, and so here I am turning this stream into a way to kind of catch up and deliver that information. And actually Matthew is the first question I have, so I'll get to that in like 5 minutes, or not 5, but a couple more minutes now. Roughly 5 minutes into the stream. I can't really get an exact estimate on that. Also, once again, I apologize that the chat's not going to be popping up on the side in the stream. I have no clue how to fix that. I don't have access to the old stream system. I can only use the current one, and I don't know how to use the current one and have the chat still display. So I just apologize for that. If I knew how to do it, I would gladly do it. Alright, shield is up. And now we hit the rock fall in. Man, we did a ton this turn. Also, I'm just gonna say, raids are a little bit dangerous because the way they work is if I get knocked out and we win the turn I get knocked out, my Pokemon that got knocked out is knocked out at the end of the raid. And that will count as a death. That said, I also can't use revives, but I'm revived after a turn anyway, so I have to hope that if I do get knocked out in any of these raids, that my Pokemon isn't, like, down when we win or we lose. Because if I'm down when we win or we lose, that's just... That is by default a loss. This Swoobat is just murdering my team. G-Boss. Oh, well, and it's dead. Goodbye, Swoobat. Alright. No catch. Let it go. Alright, so... Ooh, that's a good number of large candies. 2 Dynamax candies. That's nice. Alright. So let's, Ooh, we also got some TRs. So we got Stored Power Trick, Future Sight Shadow Ball, Psyshock. Nice. Those are some actually decent moves. We also have Snarl here. Cool. You get one more. Just the slow delivery of of candies into my Pokemon for experience. Okay, so that was the Centiskorch. Don't see anything over here. So I'm gonna get to the next raid. That I'm gonna hopefully be able to do. And that's when I'm gonna start doing the Q&A. I just wanna like get there first. It's coming up. I see how it is. Alright. 3-star Malamar. If it's contrary, that's not going to be fun. That said, if it's not contrary, this is going to be really easy. Let's go with Cream. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to dump some Dynamax candies onto Cream. Alright. So, I'm gonna start and pull up the first question. Alright. So, the first question of the Q&A is, does Star vlog? So, I'm gonna preface this with just a rundown of, I'm not really sure. And the reason why is, since... Okay, it is not contrary. That's actually very nice for us. But yeah, so the question of does Star vlog is a bit difficult for me to answer because Star and I broke up right around the end of the summertime, early into this semester. But I broke up with her and we kind of parted ways. So that's why I can't provide a super clear and concise answer, is that as I'm not with her anymore and she's living back at home, I genuinely can't really say much to the effect of, you know, what she's been up to with life. Like, she's in one group chat that I'm in right now, and I don't really talk to her. So yeah, that's really it. So I can't really say for sure. I don't think she started vlogging, but I also don't have any real easy way to know if she did. So like it is what it is. But I wish I could give you like a more clear answer on that, Matthew. But yeah, no, it's you know, just one of those things that there's not really an easy way to answer without, you know, being able to see what she's been up to. But yeah, so that was Matthew's question. And the next question came from the Discord, and that was from General Grievous Toaster on Discord. and the question was, why is the sky blue? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not 100% sure on this one either. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the nitrogen concentration in the Earth's atmosphere, and how that interplays with the light coming from the sun, scattering the blues and letting the rest through. That said, that's the best answer I can provide on that as well. Y'all are given some hard questions. But yeah, so now I leave it open to the chat for other questions. If you have a question, drop it in and let me know, and I will answer. Just in case people come later and I'm not directly saying it. Okay. Hello, Malamar, I attack. Oh. Can I also just say, Cream has a terrifying sound effect when she gets big. Just wanna put that out there, because that was a lot. Goodbye, Malamar. Only one large candy, and only one dino. I mean, I guess it was only a 3-star, so I suppose that's fine. Alright, let's alright. I don't think that there's any raids in this area right now, so I'm just gonna fly, because this is just the faster method to avoid having to go through all of the things there. I'm just gonna fly there to the lower half and see what raids are down here. There's one there. There's 2 over there, so I'm gonna go to the 2 over here first. Hi, Natto. Or not Natto, that's Zato. Hi, Zato. I also recently found out that the trees in this game are based on a specific kind of tree that's native to the UK. It's just a darker color palette than the actual tree. But that's kind of interesting. Ooh, I think this is a Machoke. 3-star Machoke. Once again, the best option is Cream. So I'm gonna throw a Dynamax candy onto Cream. Cream is just getting all the Dynamax candies today, apparently. Didn't mean to invite others, but no switch. No, go back. Ready. Well, hello, Happy. I have no shinies in this. I'm sorry, Happy. I can't trade for the shiny Melmetal. That said, I also have a shiny Melmetal in my main game, so I'm good on that. Actually, come to think of it, I can't even trade from this save, because this save isn't linked to a Nintendo account. I could link it, but it takes effort. Look at this big Machoke, though. Good boy, he big. Oh, also, if you were wondering what, I think this direction? Yes, this little buddy here. If you're wondering what he is, I did that sprite a while back. This is relatively old, but this is for the Fake One Terraforma from the game I've been working on, Theme Around My Campus. And Terraforma is literally, it's called a landmass Pokemon, or I'm going to specify Fakemon in this instance, because my brain swaps the two a lot. But yeah, it's the landmass fake one. Its entire thing is that it is an actual landmass. Like there's a map where you will interact with it, kind of similar to how you'd like interact with Snorlax with the Poke Flute, except instead of like interacting and then like through your interaction they leave and well they fight you and then they either get caught or they leave after you win, or not or. But instead of that, what this one does is if you interact with it, with the item, it, like, when it gets defeated, or rather, my brain is not working today, apparently. When you use the item to interact with it, it wakes up, moves to a new location, and goes back down and sleeps, forming a bridge that you can cross. That's what I've been trying to say for the past like minute and a half. I can use words. I am a functional human being, if you couldn't tell. Also, there is a video that's going to be coming up at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later. I'm still waiting to be able to make the thumbnail for it. But once I can make the thumbnail, I'll be able to actually, actually make it go public. And that video is, if I don't smack my controller, that video is it is a set of, it's I think 3 scrims from this past Wednesday's practice with my Overwatch team that I'm on. And it's like it was a super fun time. I think we all had a blast that night. But yeah, it's about 47 minutes of just raw, unedited scrim, which is a little bit, I will say it's a little bit rough just because it's straight up recorded in a room with, you know, more than 12 people playing Overwatch and 12 people all playing in the same games. So there's a lot of call-outs in the background, but you still primarily hear me. I think the funkiest part of it is when it's Will and I next to each other and you can hear him through my mic and him through his mic in Discord. But I think it was a really fun time, and I think that it's a really cool like look into some of the stuff I've been doing on campus this year, and especially this semester. So yeah, if you want to check that out, that'll be going live sometime soon. I just am waiting on getting the team logo asset from the guy who made it, because I don't have that just saved on the side right now. But once I get that, I have like the like thumbnail that I want to use picked out, and I just have to slap that on and like add some text. But yeah, once it's all fully assembled, it'll go up, and you'll be able to check it out and be like, wow, that's what he's been doing. That's pretty late or something. I don't know. However you respond is how you respond. But yeah, it's pretty neat. So check that out when it comes out. Let's get weird. Also, I like silently while I was doing that kind of thought, okay, I have a fighting type move on my Rillaboom, and that's the entire reason we're doing this. In this way. Alright. Star Platinum, murder time. Well, alright, Clefairy, follow me time apparently. Star Platinum murder time? Yeah, now Star Platinum murder time. The double super effective, and now we all get boosted. We were so close to getting to the shields though. That's sad. That would have done so much more damage if shields were up by then. You gonna go for Fire Lash? If he goes for Fire Lash, we're in a really good place. Hopefully the Heatmore doesn't die before it gets a chance to though. fairy just got murdered. Ouchie, ouchie. Well, hello, hello. I'm gonna take that as a Q&A question and say, a decent bit. Life has been interesting. Life has been busy. I'm running my first study on my senior project next Tuesday, actually. I'm still working to try to get done with my game so that I can use it in a second study, but if not, that's fine too. I just have to change a little bit about how I write. But it is a rewarding experience. Other than that, I've just been working on classes. I don't know, I live a relatively boring life, I'm not gonna lie, but those are the things going good in it at least. Alright, get out of here, Bashar. I was right to use this strat. Alright. You go back into your den. Yes, 3 large candies. That's what I want. I want lots of large candies. The upside is this also gives me lots of TMs, or rather TRs that I can use. Yeah. Because I think this one's pretty close. Never mind. Lisa was a ways off. Let's just dump more. There we go. I don't want sheer cold. No, thank you. Are you sure you get 3? Oh, so close. I'm gonna use the small one to just nudge over the edge. That worked. Alright, and then we're just gonna dump the rest onto cream, which probably won't be enough. I'm not gonna lie. The answer is no, it was not enough. That's fine though. It just means we do another raid. We got Iron Head and Iron Defense and Heavy Slam now. Heavy Slam is decent type coverage, so I might give that to Asia. Could also just go for Iron Head, which is more reliable damage. Type coverage is nice. I think because the type coverage this is going to give me is mostly against other heavy things, I'm going to put Iron Head and not Heavy Slam. I think we're gonna get rid of Smackdown as memey as it is to use. Alright, let's see what other TRs I have that I can dump on people. I could do Shadow Ball and not Bug Eaten. I don't need to. Alright, you know what? There's really not a ton that I have. Alright, I guess that's good. There's the one all the way over there, so I'm gonna run. Yes, all the way over there, and we'll find it. Yeah, Iron Head is just, it's the reliable option, especially considering it's going to give me type coverage against rocks. And like, fairy types are still going to die to it. It's not like I don't have massive attack. Alright, let's get up the hill. Okay. So we'll just kind of go across the lake. X use I. TM. I don't have anyone who gets that, I don't think, but that might be useful if I do get someone who can run that. Pardon me. Hello, Kingler. Man, the fact that Kingler's Gigantamax is exclusive convinced me that Kingler itself was exclusive, and then I realized it wasn't after I traded for one as if it was a version exclusive, and then checked my game when I was putting it into the PC and went, ah, you're not version exclusive. Oh, it's Ninjask. Okay. That is Asia's. This is Asia's win, like hands down. I could do Lisa, but this is our wonderful Red Star's time to shine. I forgot to dump the Dynamax candy I had onto her, but it's fine because I don't think this Ninjask is winning. Rockfall time. I mean, I doubt I'm gonna Rockfall before everyone else makes their moves. Asia's not fast. She's just level 60. That is a roar. Oh, they got their Sucker Punch in. Oh man, I have trained I think I'm on my 6th team, like my 5th competitive team right now on my main save. But like there's so many things that I want to train and use. Like I have like a Melmetal that I want to make good. I have I totally want to do a Little Cup team and see if I want to see if you can use Meltan on Little Cup, or if it's like Little Cup Ubers or something. But I really want a Meltan that's gonna be trained at some point. My Melmetal is good enough for now, though. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, Melmetal's not worth it. But yeah, I got a decent number of teams. I actually have a really good team. The team that I ended up winning a small tournament on my campus with. It was a doubles-oriented Dark-type, Mono-type team. Because they did Dark justice this generation. Like, there's so many good ones that I was able to use. And it's a fun team. Like, that Mono-type team carried me relatively high up the ladder in doubles OU. And it's tricky because I only have one type to really like guaranteed have, but it was a fun team to use, and I have yet to make a team that's as fun. Though I do have a competitive Dracovish, so that's something, I guess. All right, let's We got Bug Buzz and Leech Life. Does anybody here get Leech Life? That would be... I doubt anyone... Yeah, okay. I was going to say, that would be really... I'm not expecting it. But that would be funny. And I like the funny. Where's this berry? I got a new berry. There we are. Alright. And then... it was a Dark type team. I was running Grimmsnarl and Mandibuzz as my leads. With I had a Contrary Malamar. I had. I'm trying to remember the rest of them off the top of my head, and it is tricky. I had a Tyranitar, a Hydreigon. There's one more. My brain is not thinking of them. Oh, what was my last one? I'm gonna check real quick. Pokemon Shield team sheet. Hello. The answer. Also, I should change the name from Dark Almost to Edge Plus because that's what I ended up naming it. Edge Plus. Oh, Drapion. That was my last one. There we go. Yeah, it was... My Drapion is ridiculous. I was running a sniper Drapion with only boosted crit chance moves while holding a crit chance item. If I could pair it with a G-Max Machamp, that would be perfect, because then I would actually be able to have the 100% crit chance. But I was pulling off 50% crit chance with sniper, and that's so much damage. It is absolutely horrendous to watch as a Drapion sits there and tanks hits and murders everything. And then I was running Leash Life to keep it alive. It was the meanest team. I was so proud. Anyways, we're at level 60 now, so I guess raid time's over and gym time begins. So I'm just gonna scoot my way into this gym. Alright, ball guy, give me a thing. You gonna give me the thing? Oh, yeah, I already got the thing from him. Never mind. Alright, get out here then. Get out here, I don't care. I am here to face Ryan. I didn't get a chance to dump my Dynamax Candies, I don't think. Oh, bye-bye. Yeah, I know how the gym works. I've beaten it in my main game. Alright. Take me to my doubles. I don't get to use my Dynamax Candies until right before the final battle, but it's fine. I can do doubles. My brain's smart. It's not like I could use the Dynamax Candies now anyways. Alright. There's under 10 people. Also, can I just say, why are we fighting in front of these like ancient tapestries? It's a horrible idea. This is a bad idea. This is how you destroy history. Yeah, double battles. Hit me with them. If you have a single fire type, these tapestries are dead. And I know that you, Raihan, do have a fire type. I don't remember if your gym trainers have fire types at all. Hello, Sebastian. Dragon types are ferociously powerful. Sometimes. Pelipper and Sligo. Alright, he's gonna set up the rain. I forget what the Sligo's ability is. I don't know if the Sligo's ability is affected by it or if it's other stuff that is what really works. But also, you're getting the tapestry soaked. And I think that's just super disrespectful to the history of this wonderful region. I'm gonna try to keep the Sligo from doing anything. Watch it be gooey. No, okay, I was gonna say, watch it slow me down every hit. That would be so lame. Alright. Not quite enough to beat it, but... pulled off solid damage. Considering I'm 15 levels over leveled for them. You know what? I gotta say, I'm impressed that they pulled through and actually hit me. Alright, Siglu's gone. Show me trainer number 2. There's not a lot more to think about with doubles. Alright. Trainer number 2 of 3. What weather you got? Yeah, I don't know what that Sligo's strat was. I guess it could have been hydration, but I didn't really do anything for it. I can actually... just gonna take this little quick couple seconds to do this. for the dragon types, you know. I don't care that the final one that he's going to be, like, Gigantamaxing is going to be a steel type. It's fine. Alright, Camilla, which one are you using? Fire. Well, that's it. The tapestries are dead. This is your fault now, Camilla. Alright, I think that it's a bad idea to keep Star Platinum on this. So I'm gonna not keep Star Platinum on this. And instead I'm gonna Snarl. And there's sandstorm. And now there's a sandstorm in this room to tear apart the tapestries. And now they have no they have no sunny day keeping them up. Wow, I'm just destroying their ability to fight me. Oh, but they do have a little less, okay. Well, Asia is slightly less useful now. The Snarl Rock Slide combo. No one sees it coming. That was so weak. I feel so mean. Give me all that experience. Easy clap. Alright. 7 pages. I want 8 though. I want 8. 8 pages. Alright, and then I'm assuming that this one is not hail, but is in fact sandstorm. Actually, do I have a Rostberry I could use momentarily? I do have a singular Rostberry. Why do I have more Lum than Rost? Oh well. What are you, Arya? Oh, it is in fact hail. Why are you boosting Hakoma O's? What? Hakama O doesn't need ice for anything, does it? Like don't get me wrong, I'm right on that. It doesn't really need it. Well, I'm gonna just try to flinch it, I guess. It's not gonna beat it, but maybe it'll flinch. The actual threat is gone now. Okay, maybe I underestimated it and its ability to hurt me. That's fine. We'll be fine. If money is the root of all evil, why do they ask it for trade? I've seen this question before. I don't know, I honestly, I don't have a good answer for it that protects the churches in this situation. So I'm just going to say it takes money to run a church, despite money being the quote-unquote root of all evil. So therefore, they have to have money for the church, in the church, and ask for it. That's why. I can't eat either. I would, my body would not be happy. But I know that as a child, I absolutely loved Pop-Tarts. That said, that was also, I'd never had a Hot Pocket as a child, so I can't really speak to it other than the perspective of like a 3 to 4 year old. So that said, if you ask me now, I feel like I would definitely prefer something like a Hot Pocket to something like a Pop-Tart. So, on the grounds of just knowing my own taste and my own preferences, I gotta give it to Hot Pockets. That said, I am a wholly inexperienced judge on this statement. Is Minecraft overrated? I wouldn't say that it's overrated. I would say that it's, if you really like sandbox worlds and like the construction aspects, then yes, I would say Minecraft is perfectly well rated. If you're trying to play it for the plot, and there's people trying to tell you it has a great plot, it does not. And that is overrated. It is, like, it depends on what you look for in the game. But I will say, a lot of people overhype how good Minecraft's plot is. It's not a good plot. It's very bare bones, and like that's just the nature of the game. But if you try to say Minecraft has a good story, you are just wrong. I am fine with that. I would love to battle when you can battle online. Hit me with that good battle time. Gigalith flight. We're starting with a sandstorm. I don't know, maybe. You might. My best team is Edge Plus and it's a doubles team. If it's in singles, I'm not good at singles. Hands down. Also, can I just say, I love Raihan's little Rotom phone, constantly filming it. Flag gun, I'm gonna try and make you use this. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be really funny if I'm not actually holding the King's Rock at all. So like, I just legitimately couldn't be hitting the flinch on any of these hits. We'll see. If we flinch the flag, I'm gonna know. Change in blood flow. Okay, it did flinch. We do have the King's Rock. I was right. Yeah, blood flow. That's why. Sandaconda. Thanks. The power that is beat up will kill this flag hun. Critical hit on the last hit. Oof. Oh my god, I really do like the gym leaders. Just, I like them design-wise and personality-wise. But I also like the gym, like, battlefields a lot. Especially the later ones. They're just so good. Like, this battlefield just looks cool. also like their distinct Dynamax / Gigantamaxing animations. They're pretty slick. Yeah, I'm gonna lead with Snarl because Duraludon is a special attacker. I don't know if I'm gonna kill it. Why is Mario? Well, if I remember correctly, it was just that they needed to make a I'm gonna go with like why is Mario in existence and why is Mario how he looks, which kind of closely tie to each other, and that's that they needed a character who was distinct in a very limited pixel range. So they ended up, yeah, there is the selfie, great. But yeah, so they needed a character who could be distinct, and so when they were designing his visuals, they gave him a large nose, and they gave him just an outfit that was like distinct enough that you'd be like, that's this guy. But that's kind of why it was Mario. And I think he was named after someone, right? Is that what you're getting at? If I were a gym leader, what type of Pokemon would I use? I feel like it's such a hard question to answer that one. I'm tempted to say fire, but fire types, like, I don't know, there's not a lot of fire types that I genuinely love, but I like fire in general, and I like fire types, some of them, very much. If I were a real human, would I? I would do human things if I were a real human. Luckily, I am. The one tap beat up for the win. Was that a cruel battle? I want to say yes. That was a cruel battle. But, my god, was it worth it? Alright, get out of here, Raihan. You do still look good, Raihan. You're true. You already snapped a quick selfie. Arm, eye, tongue, eye, point, end. That's certainly something. Dragon badge. I don't know, but I want to say someone on the design team was thirsty when they designed him. Like, there is something about that smile that's just like, yeah, no. That dude, he got a look. Alright, so we've got the last badge. Now we just have to win. Oh, I'm getting called by... Oh, it's Raihan. Hi, Raihan. Welcome back. Are you giving me a breaking swipe? Yeah, you're giving me a breaking swipe. Ooh, favorite gym leader in Sword and Shield. That... Oh, man. I really like Raihan, and I really like Alistair a lot. They're both really good characters, design-wise and, like, personality-wise, I really like them. I think that Nessa is pretty sick. Piers is pretty cool. It's pretty tough to like pick specific ones because there's so many just good gym leaders. Yeah, let's see. Hop, you gonna do it? All right, well, goodbye. I just think Nessa, like, I really like her just design in general. It is not the Rule 34. I actually haven't looked at Nessa Rule 34. It's just, I don't know, I really like her, like, hair having the blue streaks in it. I think this is just, it looks really good. She's just well designed. Alright. Yeah, it was just like the darkest day in the giant Pokemon Rampage. Yes. Are we gonna make you a gym leader? Or not gym leader, a professor? Give her the thing. The lab coat's yours. Yes, there it is. Yeah, that's what they all say. Look, man, I'm not lying. Give her that coat. Midriff time. Hell yeah. Professor Sonya. Alright. It's Professor Sonya. Favorite G-Max Pokemon? Ooh, give me a second. I'm gonna actually pull up the list. Gigantamax. Alright, who got them? I'm currently just staring at all of them and like scrolling up and down to decide. Of the ones released thus far, I think my favorite one it's probably Toxtricity. Gigantamax Toxtricity is absolutely terrifying, and I love that. And I love its like Stun Shock's animation too. I think after that, I think my favorite like of the unreleased ones thus far is probably Rillaboom. I really like G-Max Rillaboom. Just I like that his hair is a bunch of tendrils holding the drumsticks. That's just a neat idea. And then I really like I really like Blastoise and Venusaurs a lot. I'm excited to see what they actually do with them, like move wise. Yeah. Why am I such a liar? I don't know. I think I've been pretty honest. Why is Rillaboom so icky? I think that Rillaboom. Sorry. Oh, I have plenty of G-Max Toxtricities. I do not need one. I have so many. I've just been dumping them into the Wonder Box in home from my main save. I think that's it. I think Rillaboom falls into a category of Pokemon design that is relatively modern, where it has a lot of more complex shapes. Cuff, bleh. Let me just pull up Rillaboom here. Let's take a look at him in the decks. So I think that Rillaboom has a lot of complexity to his body shape. I feel like his general body is relatively complex. And I know a lot of people also dislike when Pokemon have 5 fingers or 5 toes, and he has both. Beyond that, I think the fact that he only really has color, like his accent orange in 2 places, I feel like that just kind of makes it feel a little weird. Because like if you look at Grookey, Grookey's accent orange is in his mouth, his feet, and his hands. Looks like he's got little gloves. In Thwacky, it's just his hands and his mouth. And then in Rillaboom, it's just his mouth and his eyes. And so it becomes less used of a color. Also, if you look, the colors are very strange in this line. Like, it starts with a light, like, vibrant green, becomes like this really strange yellow. Like, this was so different from this that I thought it was the shiny. I'm not even kidding. When the leaks were coming out, I thought this evolved into this, but different, and that this was the shiny. That it was like fall color or something almost. And then you have Rillaboom, who's like this deep brown. And I think that color works. I just wish that they worked their way to it better than they did. Then there's also the hair vine in the front. I don't think that looks very good. I feel like if that little hair vine wasn't there, this would be a better design. And just the general form of the hair, I feel, doesn't lend itself well to 3D. Like, it looks like a durian was slapped on the back of this thing's head. And I feel like it deserved better on that end. The other thing is that its details on its body, like, why does it have these diamonds on the back? There's not really any reason to. I guess the leaves are kind of jagged and pointed like that, but you don't really need to have diamonds, especially considering everything else is smooth. It's just a weird design choice. And then, I don't know. Like, I like his design for the most part. But, like, I feel like there's some areas that could have been improved to make it, like, a better Pokemon design. I feel like most of his attack animations just aren't that good because the drum kind of impedes them. Like, this is not a good animation. He just go, like, he almost hits and then doesn't. And then when he hits on this one, he's hitting the central drum. And he uses the other two for drum beating. But I think that just overall, his drum kind of impedes his design more than helps it. And I can't really... Can I? Yeah, I can't show the motion and stuff on Soble's line. I think Soble's line... Like, if you look at Soble's much smoother and simpler, similar to Grookey. Drizzile, once again, its colors don't make sense to me. I feel like its colors should have been more consistent with the first stage, because this almost feels like it's going in a poison direction, and it doesn't. This looks way more like Sobble than Drizzile does. So I think Drizzile's colors should have been done a little differently. That said, I think all of the designs in this line, shape-wise, are pretty good. I think Intellion's cape doesn't really match with the rest of its body. And then other than that, I feel like its limbs, like its fingers and its toes, could be less jagged and pointy and be a little smoother. I think that's the biggest issue I have with the aftermath of Sobble and Drizzile, because like these two are really smooth, rounded designs. Like little sausage fingies, curly tail, soft curled fin, mitten hands, like sausage footers, curled tail, like ruffled hair like fin. The fin stays smooth, but everything else becomes pointy. And I don't know how to feel about the pointy change. That said, I did say sausage fingies. I love the sausage fingies, I'm not gonna lie. Sausage fingies are good Pokemon fingies. That said, I still really like Intellion's design. I like that it has like a double eyelid, like really good. And I can't pull up on this the other three, but when it comes to Scorbunny, I feel like it's Scorbunny I don't like as much as the other two in the line. it just feels too tall and too formed. It feels like his limbs are really thin. That said, I really like how Raboot looks. Once again, though, it falls into the thing of, like, its colors don't make sense for the final color palette. And I feel like they could have been more consistent. It feels like all of the middle stages this gen, they were like, how can we make them look like they're shiny when they're not? For no reason. But, yeah. Okay, so where am I going now? Do I go to the train station? What am I doing? I guess I'm gonna go to the train station. I'm not gonna actually go to the final stuff today, but I'm going to, like, get there. Train station. Good job, Hop, you did it. He talked the whole time. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Train's waiting, let's go. Train time. Yep. Look at those pictures of Wyndon. Well, he's determined to do well. I don't want to buy anything at the Pokemart. Get out of here. Alright, we're on Route 10 now. The final route. This is Route 10. It's such a shame that this is, like, the closest thing to a victory road they have, but it also makes sense for them to not have a victory road. I feel like they should have done something where it's like there's like a spectacle victory road. Alright. Well, I'm gonna save the game. We've collected all the badges, so we're looking good to win this. Watch out for Galarian Mr. Mime. Galarian Mr. Mime terrifies me when it gets knocked out. I'm just gonna say that, and I'm gonna kill one just to show exactly what I mean. But yeah, I'm gonna head out and go do human things as humans do. You probably should too. Keep an eye out for the Overwatch scrim video that should be coming out hopefully sometime this weekend. I'm gonna repeatedly harass the guy who designed the logo and see if he can get it to me, because I don't think he has yet. That said, I'm gonna head out and carry on with life and such. So I'll see you all next time. There's not going to be a stream this Sunday. Not sure how often and or when we'll be doing board brains, but that said, we have spring break coming up, so we're not going to be doing one this weekend or the next, just as a result of that. And my spring break is going to be dedicated to work anyways. So yeah, that'll be a time. I'm gonna do another shout out to my second store that I opened on Teespring, which is clothing unrelated. I have some random clothes there if you want some random clothes. You can at least check it out. I don't have a link in the description, I don't think, but if you go to Teespring and you look up clothing unrelated, you'll probably find it. If you go to mine,
and you look at how they formatted my name, just go to the clothing unrelated version of that. That's it. That's all I can really say. I don't know. It's not important. You don't need to. That said, I'm off. Goodbye. I'm gonna actually end now. Farewell. Goodbye.